It is their passion.
Up we go, and watch your head.
Becoming one with the wind and water, celebrating an experience unique in nature.
We have a great love for it, and we think it's something that offers special things that you can't find anywhere else in this world. And our challenge is to make people aware of that and get them just to try it.
The Olympic Circle Sailing Club occupies a prime stretch of bayfront property in Berkeley. Anthony Sandberg started the business nearly 30 years ago in a location that used to be the city dump. He was on a mission.
What I set out to do 15 years ago was, well, actually 30 years ago, was reinvent the sport, change it and make it like tennis or golf, where if you have the interest, you can learn how to sail.
The challenge was to change the image of sailing from the expensive elitist sport it appeared to be to something more accessible. Today, OCSC's fleet of 50 sailboats accommodates more than 1,000 club members and students who share the sailing experience without so much expense.
It's nice because you don't have to own a boat, which something for us isn't practical because we have a young child. It's nice that we can be able to, just about any time we want, call up, have a boat be available.
Angelique Bellomini went from novice to certified skipper of 50-foot boats in 3 years.
So we learned to sail, and we started taking our son out when he was 2.5. My husband doesn't sail, it's more my thing, but he's along for the ride.
Beyond the sailing classes for those who can afford them, OCSC helps expose the sport to those who can't.
At Treasure Island Sailing Center on Treasure Island, we have about 1,000 kids each spending a week with us in a training program. And I'd like to make it 100,000. So I think this bay deserves to be covered with young people in the same way that the ski resorts are covered with kids.
They strive to protect their environment. 5% of the cost of every sailing venture goes to leave the place they visit a little better off when they're gone. Last year in Tonga, they donated money to build floating moorings so boats would not drop anchor onto delicate coral reefs. Rich Jepsen says it's part of a philosophy he's come to embrace since he partnered with Anthony Sandberg more than 25 years ago.
Anthony especially comes from a pretty activist background. When he was younger and in college, he did a lot of community service work. He was in the Peace Corps. He was a volunteer at a boys club for troubled boys, and he carried that sense of social responsibility into this business.
They're spreading the joy of sailing and its lessons in life.
Because it's got a good necessary blend of teamwork, problem solving, leadership, judgment, and connection to the natural world, recognizing how to capture and exploit the environment.